For us, it's a very wearing job in trying to keep Bryn happy and occupied and stimulated all the time. And from a carer's point of view, that for us is our most tiring part of our job. And I have to say that over the sort of last 10 years, that's gradually worn me down. It's tiring. It makes me feel like I don't really have a life of my own, that we can't live a normal family life. And at times I felt that nobody is really sort of listening, or nobody particularly really cares about our situation, until more recently the council organised the Carers Forum. Very interested to see that coming up on the agenda, and I decided to go along so that I could perhaps put some of my views forward and have a voice. And the Carers Forum was fantastic. It was very well organised, very surprised to see it so well attended. I knew that it was a very important subject, and I knew that people felt very strongly about their caring roles and the difficulties they face. So it was great to see so many people there, and also to see the Chief Executive of the Council there and some high profile members of the Council. It kind of demonstrated to me that the Council were taking it seriously, that it was high on their agenda. And the whole event was sort of turned my, if you like, a negative feeling about the views of carers into a much more positive feeling for the future. We did some really good practical exercises. I was pleased to see that, because it felt as though it was a very much sort of a sleeves up approach to the issues that we face, with hopefully some really good practical outcomes as a result of it. And I was so pleased with the whole sort of feeling of the day that I volunteered to join the Strategic Partnership Forum, which means that I'll be able to get more involved on a more sort of specific level at getting issues resolved and things moving forward. Being recognised as if you like, an expert by experience as a parent carer is quite a positive thing, and I feel quite, this will make a difference to our future. I feel that I really do want to be involved with it, because it's not just my future and my children's future. It's also for all the people that are coming along behind me with their families, and hopefully this will make a change to make life a bit easier for carers in the future as well. So yeah, very good day. I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing the results of it. Yeah, the Choice Breaks scheme is a fantastic step forward. I found out about Choice Breaks because I had a leaflet, the New Central pamphlet came through my door, and there was some information in there about the Choice Breaks scheme for carers. And what it provided was an opportunity for me to apply for a bit of funding to do something for myself as a carer, to make the job a little bit easier, to give me something for me and some time for myself. And what I was looking to do was apply for funding for a horticultural course. I'm a big gardening fan, and I wanted to sort of pursue a course in gardening. So I applied for a Choice Breaks grant or fund for it, and it was a really straightforward, simple process. And this is the thing that I think most carers will say about this scheme. There's no complicated forms to fill in. It's a very straightforward, simple process. I made a phone call to Carers in Bedfordshire. They emailed me a application form, filled it in, sent it back, and it was as simple as that. The application form was short. They didn't want my life history. They didn't need any detailed information, which is great as a carer, because we don't have the time to fill in long forms a lot of the time. It was quite refreshing, actually, to be able to make an application that's so straightforward. So sent the application form back, and very quickly received a decision saying yes, they would fund my course. and I'm now doing a 2-year, well, hopefully around a 2-year course to qualify in horticulture with the Royal Horticultural Society. And the idea behind this is I'm quite interested in pursuing a career in the longer term as a horticultural therapist. So in actual fact, doing this course may well give back to the community something later on. I feel like I've kind of taken something from this system, if you like, and hopefully give something back by perhaps working with carers themselves, or disabled children or adults or vulnerable groups in the future as a therapist. So in actual fact, it kind of goes full circle, and hopefully the community will get something back for that little bit of investment in me. So I'm very much looking forward to getting on with that and seeing how we succeed with it. I schedule 1 day a week to do my studying, which allows me time to just sort of be me, really, and not be a carer for the day, to remind myself that I'm able to learn, and that I am sort of an individual, if you like. And it gives me just that bit of space to forget a little bit about the day-to-day responsibilities and the monotony of that routine, and focus on something positive, focus on a future. Sometimes I think it's hard to think, you think, oh, there isn't actually, I haven't got a future, or I can't have a career, or, I'm not going to be able to move forwards. But the Choice Breaks grant has actually given me the opportunity to learn, to provide myself with a possible career for the future, which is for the benefit of everybody. And I feel like a better mum for having that time out. Having that time out from the caring job allows me to go back with a more positive attitude, slightly a bit less resentful of my situation, and I feel like I can do the job a lot better.